Today, we're doing another practitioner video. So what we're going to be looking at today is jobs in the NHS. I work with an awful lot of clients, as does my team, and one of the most common questions that come up from young people is, gosh, there's so many jobs in the NHS, 350, how can I choose? Now, the NHS Health Careers website is absolutely fantastic, loads of useful resources, including the careers quiz, but I still find that some young people get themselves a bit stuck in terms of sifting and sorting this information. So today's video is going to be focusing on an idea that can help you to sift and to sort working with a young person, and you can do this on a whiteboard, on a piece of A4 paper, an electronic board if you've got one, anything you've got to hand, but it can really help young people focus down. I've used it with loads of young people and the feedback's generally been really positive, and the young people have gone away going, oh, thank you for that, that's really helped me. So it's a very simple idea. I'm going to take you through it now. So what I want you to imagine, you get your big piece of paper or your board, whatever you're working on, draw a line down the middle and then draw a line across like this. So we've got 4 quarters, like so. And we say to our young person, our client, whoever we're working with, right, I'd like you to come up with as many jobs in the NHS as you can possibly think of, okay? And just really get them to think big, you know, and give them some prompts as needed. Now, in this bit here, I want you to pop down, so things like, it'll be like doctors, it'll be nurses, paramedics, physiotherapists, all of those kind of patient-facing, but with some responsibility. We'll pop all those down across there. Then what we've got in the next side, on the other side of the page, what I want you to pop down in there when they start saying things like, you've got your scientific researchers, medical engineers, you've got human resources, you've got your marketing team, lawyers, anything like that, pop that in the right. And all of this is going on top of the top line, okay? Then keep prompting, keep working, and then you'll get things like NHS porters, your receptionists and stuff like that as well, where there's less responsibility, and they go on the underneath sort of line. And then on this side, it'll be things like your lab techs and bits and pieces, your admin assistants, those kind of professionals. So what we end up with is 4 quarters. So on this side, what we've got, you've got those non-patient roles with levels of responsibility. And then under each one, respectively, you've got patient-facing but with less responsibility, and you've got non-patient-facing with less responsibility. With your client, you then ask which side do they like. Do they like the idea of patient-facing work or non-patient-facing work? So if you've got a piece of paper, you fold it in half and you fold away the bits. So say, for example, they like the idea of the patient-facing, you fold the non-patient-facing bit away. If you've got a piece of paper, you might put a big cross on it, or a whiteboard, you might wipe it off, however you want to do it, work with your client on this. Then what you ask them, you have a discussion about how much responsibility would they like. Would they like more, would they like less? Pros and cons of both, and then again, either fold a piece of paper or put a cross through it or wipe it through, so you're then left with that quarter. Now, depending on how you've written it in that quarter, you might have written it in the order of those in terms of entry grades. So for example, doctors requiring higher grades in science than say something, for example, like nursing or physiotherapy or paramedics or something similar. And then you can basically talk about that range. Is there a particular range in there that they like? But what they've basically been able to do is to go from 350 jobs, loads of jobs that are out there, to narrow it down to an area. Then once they've got that area, you can go back to the NHS Health Careers website and help them to research jobs within that whole area. So it might be, for example, the allied professions, it might be the associate professions, it might be nursing, it might be the doctor's roles. So you can start them to focus down where they want to be. It's a very effective, very straightforward game that you can play with young people to help them sift and sort. It's also something you can do with an awful lot of other industries as well. I hope it's been helpful. Hope you can use it in your practice. Let us know in the comments below if you use it in your practice. We'd be really interested to hear kind of how it works, and all the best for the future. Take care.